Crystal here from Homemaking on the Homestead, and welcome to my channel. In today's video I am sharing with you my grocery haul for two. It's my monthly grocery haul. We try to shop one big shop every month, and then we kind of head back in on other days when we're running errands and pick up little things here and there to get us through the month, like fresh fruit or fresh vegetables. But this was my monthly haul, and like I said, it's for two of us, my husband and I live in the Pacific Northwest, so I am showing you prices of the foods that I paid. And as always, I'm interested and curious what your prices are looking like in your part of the world compared to where I live. Typically, my husband and I do all the grocery shopping together because we live rurally, and most often, not all the time, but most often we head into town together because we have several different things to do during a day and run all the errands. It saves on fuel and just makes our trips more efficient. So years ago we just kind of started doing it together, and now he likes it, and you know, I don't mind it either. So in any case, I am going to take you along for the whole trip from, you know, the time we leave till the time we return. At the end of the video, you will see what I spent at each store. Okay, let's go shopping. We headed out of the mountains fairly early in the morning. We had several different errands to run before we finally made our way over to Winco, which was our first stop for the day. And I grabbed a cart and went in and just kind of looked at all the items that they show you there to grab your attention. Nothing really grabbed my attention much until I saw these on the vine tomatoes for 68 cents a pound. What a bargain. I just could not believe it. And so I looked around, finally found a very nice bunch of them, and they went in my cart. Normally I like aromas, but for that price I will take those. The bag of yellow onions that I like to get every month, these were certainly looking a whole lot better than they were last month, so that was nice. I needed some garlic, and since they were per 58 cents each, I kind of go for the biggest, best looking one I can find. My mini peppers, I buy these instead of big, large peppers because once you cut into one of those large peppers, they tend to deteriorate pretty quick. So I like the mini ones, they last me longer throughout the month. Next was a 5-pound bag of potatoes. I just kind of look around, and I will smell the bag just to see if it smells like dirt. That means there's no bad potatoes in there. If I smell anything else, I move on and grab a different bag. But they actually all were pretty good. And cucumbers were still a good price at 58 cents each. I grabbed a couple of those. The 5-pound bag of carrots had actually dropped in price. I've paid anywhere up to $1 a pound for them recently, so I was surprised at some of these price drops. I like to keep a head of green cabbage on hand because it will last me pretty much the whole month, especially if I don't cut into it till more towards the end of the month. So it's one way to keep my fresh veggies lasting longer. Green onions were fairly picked over, but I did manage to find one bunch that was at least acceptable to me. I grabbed some more tomato paste, which happened to be on sale. The diced tomatoes weren't, but the tomato paste. I grabbed 5 of those and 2 of the diced tomatoes so I could do another batch of spaghetti sauce and can that up. I grabbed some corn tortillas because we do like our enchiladas. I grabbed a bag of sugar. Now I already have some on the shelf, but I'm trying to just bolster up my supplies a little bit. So I grabbed another one, and I did the same with yeast. I grabbed an extra one. You just never know. I figure with flour, oil, and yeast, salt in the cupboard, you've always got bread you can make. I wanted to make some fudge brownie mix, and so I grabbed some cocoa powder for that from the bulk and got my husband to take the photo of it. And you just kind of measure, put the bin number on the tag and put the tag on there, and that's how they weigh it and let you know what it cost. And then after that, I had something, I don't know, kind of funny to say to my husband, I guess. Yes. Anyway, okay. And then my sour cream, we do like it on baked potatoes, enchiladas. So I usually try to get at least one of those every month. Butter was $2.68 a pound at Winco. I thought that was good. When I later checked at Costco, it was actually more expensive at Costco, which is usually not the case. What is butter costing you? The price of eggs seem to be about the same. I'd be curious what eggs are costing you. Anyway, then it was time to do the checkout. Winco is a bag your own grocery store, which is how they, I'm assuming, keep their prices pretty low. I was in Safeway not long ago and was just shocked at the price difference between Winco and Safeway. So I'll gladly bag up my own groceries for that kind of a savings. After that, it was time to head on out of the store and load up all the groceries in our car. And yep, there was the sushi. My husband had grabbed that while I was shopping for other things, so that's our favorite thing to get while we're there. They actually have really good sushi for being grocery store sushi, if you like that. Anyway, at that point it was time to put the cart away and head on to Costco. I couldn't believe when I saw the price of these mixed nuts how much they've gone up. They've gone up at least $3 or $4, it seems like, in the last year. This pepperoni comes in it has 2 pounds in 2 separate packages. I usually just open it up and put it into smaller containers or Ziploc bags and freeze it, and it will last quite a while. I bought one of these gigantic containers of Johnny's seasoning salt because Winco didn't have any, and I guess I've got a supply now to last me for probably quite a few years. The chili powder I used to make chili, obviously, and enchilada, and yeah, anything else that needs that little pizzazz added. I was getting close to being out of peanut butter, so I decided to grab a couple jars. And coffee. This is decaf. We usually mix half and half. My husband's a much bigger coffee drinker than I am, and he likes to have it not quite as fully caffeinated. So we usually mix it half regular and half decaf. This is a 4-pound bag of already cooked sausage patties. They're so convenient and nice to have on hand. I'm not a big breakfast eater, but my husband is, so I always like to have something simple and quick for him. This was the package of ground beef that I bought to can hamburger, if you saw that video. And the only produce I really needed here was some lettuce. I like to buy these romaine hearts. They seem to actually last in the refrigerator for quite some time, if they're fresh looking when you buy them. And a big package of mushrooms. We go through a lot of mushrooms. I add them to salads. I like to roast them, put them in soups. And there again, some baby back ribs that my husband grabbed from the deli while I wasn't looking. And bananas. We buy bananas often in both Costco and Winco, finding ones that are super green so that they last us for a while. At that point, it was time to check out, time to load up all the groceries. And then head on out of the city, back up into the mountains, and take our food home. I think you probably saw most everything that I put in my cart, but this is just a quick overview of all the things that I picked up at Winco. And my Winco total was $77.82. And now the Costco overview. Everything was here except for the coffee. My husband had already put that away, and I didn't even think about that when I was getting all these pictures. But now you can kind of get the overview of everything that I picked up. And now for the total of Costco, it was $164.65. All right, you guys, I hope you found that interesting. And like I said at the beginning, I'm curious to know what kind of prices are you guys paying? How do my prices compare to what you're paying? And any other interesting comments about groceries and supplies, and whether or not you are seeing any shortages or anything like that. I would be really curious to know that. All right, you guys, thank you for watching this video, and if you like grocery hauls and all that good stuff, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that. All right, I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.